see your nails first.
Oh, yes, of course.
They're very nice. Yeah, they're very beautiful. You're welcome.
He has even been labeled the, quote, daddy of the internet, a title that he happily accepts.
But daddy is a state of mind, you know what I'm saying? I'm your daddy.
And as if he couldn't be any more of a heartthrob, he is being praised for bravely using his platform to speak on sensitive political issues.
I want people to be safe and to be protected, and I want very much to live on the right side of history.
Pedro Pascal has checked all the boxes to be considered a modern-day Hollywood superstar, but others are not exactly hyped on his dominance. Pascal fatigue is starting to kick in, and opposers are pointing out that he may just be the newest product of Disney's over-manufactured celebrity machine, less about talent and more about aligning with their social vision for the future.
You're even talking and you're like, oh,
Really?
this looks terrible. I was like, what?
Sometimes
Oh,
I can't
good.
see the monitor very well, and I can't tell if it looks bad or good.
Sometimes I can't see when I'm filming. It's fine.
Oh, I just realized I'm not wearing my wedding ring.
Oh, scandal. Let's address it
people are
now.
gonna think,
Guys, you heard it here first. No.
bad news, guys.
Bad news.
No,
Scandal.
I took it off because I spray tanned myself.
I feel like when I have a wedding ring one day, I will like never wear it all the time. Like, because sometimes rings really annoy me. I like want them. I want all the jewelry off me, you know? So
Yeah,
I feel like
yeah,
I put
yeah.
it down. I don't know.
Yeah, that's kind of how it is. Like with my nose ring, sometimes I'm like, because I don't normally take it off, but I took it off for the first time and put a new one in
I was
for
gonna
like
say,
the first time in years.
Cute.
Thanks.
Like
I wanted
that.
a new vibe. I was sick of the silver.
It looks really
good.
good.
Yeah, it felt like good to have it out for a day. I just had a regular nose. I could like wipe my nose.
Yes.
It was wild and it wasn't sharp and cutting inside.
Yeah, no, that's always a great feeling. But anyways, hello, welcome.
Being at risk. In order to become a top idol at J&A, Johnny and Associates, some said that you had to be a victim first. The godfather of J-pop was allegedly one of the most prolific predators the entertainment industry had ever seen. I'm talking on a global scale. Allegations started to come out that Johnny was preying on the underage trainees. One victim stated, boys would be sleeping in a room like a dorm. The trainees were all in this building, just next to each other, in rooms next to each other, in bunk beds next to each other. It's not the most lavish thing as a trainee. And you would hear Mr. Kitagawa coming into one of the beds of the boys, and you would just think to yourself, it's going to be my turn next. You would pretend to be asleep, but when Johnny finished with one boy, he would move on to the next. Then the next. So let's talk about the man that created the biggest boy group in Japan and how he got away.
And I'm going to read some of these off. I mean, it doesn't help that his surname is Cannon, so all of his kids sound like weapons, but they are so good. And before I get into this, I'm not judging anyone for giving their kids these names. To be different is to be good, but I can giggle about it. Because I don't mind if people giggle if I call my kid Squid. If people giggle about that, fine, good. Starting off strong, we've got Moroccan Cannon. This one's kind of baffling to me because that's just a nationality. I guess my name's Italian Badge. And Monroe Cannon, that one's kind of tame, I think. Just like Marilyn Monroe. But then you've got Golden Sagan Cannon. This one sounds like a fucking massive cannon that's just... it just costs so much fucking money. It's just the perfect cannon. Everyone wants that cannon. But that's just...
A little hint of what those dimensions are. They relate to space, where people are, time, when people are, I'll explain what that means, and a dimension called closeness, and how those three dimensions of space, time, and closeness are what establish very close bonds with people and are what require remapping, reorganization within our emotional framework and our logical framework when we lose somebody for whatever reason. Within that understanding, I'm confident that you will have greater insight into the grief process. And should you ever find yourself within the grief process, as I imagine most everyone will at some point, you will be able to navigate that process in what psychologists and neuroscientists deem to be the most healthy way of going through grief. Indeed, moving through grief requires a specific form of neuroplasticity, a reordering of brain connections, and also the connections between the brain and body. I'm going to teach you about all of that today.
news and social media propped up as the wise expert voice in the world. But in your own life, can you name a single Bill Gates fan? In fact, do you know anyone who likes this man at all? I mean, back in the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s, Bill was genuinely liked. He was the Elon Musk of the 90s. However, somewhere, somehow, this all changed, and the cracks in his image are now starting to show. Because the more you start to follow the money of Bill Gates, do you start to understand why he's one of the most hated men alive. Whether it be for the fact that a billionaire alone has the World Health Organization under his personal control, or if it's the fact that he's the biggest landowner in the US, or his very suspicious close connections to Mr. J.E., with J.E. giving Bill Gates marital advice, and Melinda Gates becoming disgusted by Bill Gates' behavior. Not to mention all the countless other reasons, because trust me, this is only scratching the surface. So then who is the real Bill Gates, and how did he become so hated? What was it that changed his public perception? Well, to understand why people are turning on Bill Gates, we need to start with how he even gained his vast power in the first place. William Henry Gates
excited to give Catherine the opportunity to speak on all of it today in long form for the first time. Let's get into it.
What is up, Daddy Gang? It is your founding father, Alex Cooper, with Call Her Daddy.
Catherine Pies, welcome to Call Her Daddy.
Thank you.
Okay. We've got a lot to talk about, obviously. You and your ex-husband, Austin McBroom, started the Ace family, which quickly became quite literally the biggest family YouTube channel ever to exist. And then suddenly you guys went dark. And I think everyone has a lot of questions, which we're going to get into. But first, I just want to know, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. I feel like I'm in a new place in my life, and I'm just so excited just to like be free.
Get this question a lot. So identical twin genes, technically that's not hereditary. You can't like pass that down.
They don't really know.
They don't
what
know.
It
They
is.
don't know.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of studies. We were part of studies when we were babies.
Oh, really?
Maybe they figured it out. I'm not sure, but that I know of, it's technically not something that you can like guarantee is passed down from kid to kid to kid. However, the fraternal twin gene, which is where the woman drops 2 eggs and both get fertilized, is hereditary. So we actually have that gene. My grandma, obviously, my dad, I don't know if you guys know this, my dad is a fraternal twin.
That is crazy.
So my grandma had fraternal twins, and then it skips a generation, and then we got that gene too. So it's like super TMI, but when I ovulate, I can feel it, and I can feel when I'm dropping 2 eggs on both sides. It's really fascinating. Yeah.
Does it hurt?
crap.
Doesn't, I mean, ovulation like kind of crampy, but
I've never felt ovulation in my life.
Really? Oh, like I think it's like 50% of women can, and some
I clearly
can't.
didn't know I was ovulating because then
This has always blown my mind a little bit. 53% of you that listen to the show regularly haven't yet subscribed to the show. So could I ask you for a favor before we start? If you like the show and you like what we do here and you want to support us, the free, simple way that you can do just that is by hitting the subscribe button. And my commitment to you is if you do that, then I'll do everything in my power, me and my team, to make sure that this show is better for you every single week. We'll listen to your feedback, we'll find the guests that you want me to speak to, and we'll continue to do what we do. Thank you so much. Vanessa Van Edwards. For someone that's just clicked on this conversation now, and they're wondering why they should stay and listen to what we're going to talk about, what would you say to them?
Very highly successful people speak a hidden language, and that is the language of cues. If you don't know how to read the cues people are sending to you, if you don't know how to control the cues you're sending to others, you are missing a crucial element of success.
How do you